host and the HLGU Alumni Director. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm coming to you from the Burt Studio on the HLGU campus. HLGU has been educating future educators since we opened in 1858. 2022 is an especially special year for the department because they are celebrating 40 years since they began preparing teachers for certification. As part of the celebration, the HLGU Education Division has a special reunion weekend planned for October 7th and 8th. And I have two very special guests with me today to tell us all about this event. Past chair of the Education Division, Distinguished Professor of Education, and Director of Assessment, Dr. Julie Jackson Albee, and Dr. Jane Schafer, who is past chair of the Education Division and professor. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren.
So glad you came on. So between the two of you, about how many years of education experience, teacher ed experience, do we have?
I just asked Jane out there, and I think we have a total of 82 years of
That's
education
amazing.
experience. Makes us sound really old.
No, it makes you sound wise and so knowledgeable, and we're so lucky to have you guys. Well, thank you for joining us. And so the division is celebrating 40 years, which we just said is not when the program began. So what are we celebrating at the 40-year mark?
Okay, before 1978, well, quite a ways before that, the accreditation for teachers was given by different entities. So it was given by boards of education. There was not a unified set of curriculum. So that's why it varied. So it wasn't like state certification from one local place. Okay. So in 78 is when we started our 4-year teacher education programs. So it moved from a 2-year college, and we have been, I found an interesting quote, because we've been in 1909 during the summer months, LaGrange College began offering a summer program to prepare students to teach elementary and high school. This program was accredited through those various accreditations in 1913. At that time, LaGrange College had the distinction of being the only private institution that was sanctioned by the Board of Education, because that's who was offering the accreditation rather than the state, to offer the summer program. So LaGrange College, we were considered a pioneer in Missouri for teacher education leading to certification.
It doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah,
We've always had excellent
we're trailblazers.
Faculty in that. Yes, I love that. Okay, so this is when we became a 4-year degree program, and in 1982 then would be the first year we had 4-year graduates.
Right, that we had students who graduated from our 4-year degree program and got certification, and that happened to be in the K-12 music area was those first ones. And we do have 2 of those people who are coming to the brunch, which you're going to learn about.
Awesome. That's so exciting. So you all, I know, have been extremely busy planning this fun weekend for alumni as well as past and current professors. So let's just dive right in. Tell me what to expect on October 7th and 8th. Maybe first of all, we should say who should come to campus on October 7th and 8th.
Jane, you want to talk about trivia first?
We want anybody who earned teacher certification at any time to come, or people who received their advanced degrees as well.
Oh, okay.
Any alumni from our education program.
Perfect.
We hope they'll
open
all come.
to all.
And
open
all
to
teachers. Any teachers who are a part of the teacher ed committee, any of the HLGU teachers who taught prepared our teachers for teaching, our students for teaching.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, the music was the first. So those music faculty that you don't necessarily think of as teacher ed, but they would be people that alumni would want to see too.
You bet.
Excellent. Okay. So trivia.
Well, you may know more about this than I do, but I know we have some teams for trivia night. That's a free event, so we're just hoping people will come. And I don't know how many teams have signed up yet, but I know we have a team.
I say,
a lot
you
of
have
old
a team.
retired people.
It's starting to spread out on campus, which is exciting. I think we have about 8 or 9 signed up right now, but I think there are more coming. So just gather your team of 8 or less. You don't have to have 8, but no more than 8, because then it's just cheating.
And that will be on Friday, October 7th at 7 p.m. It's free, but there's going to be some great prizes for the teams.
It's going to be here in the Roland Fine Arts Center.
Right in the lobby of the,
Yes.
Art
and I am hosting, so you'll get to hear more from me, which is always fun. But we do have fabulous prizes. We'll have a great time. If you can study up on some HLG trivia, that would probably not be a terrible idea. There's some maybe a round or 2 of that to expect. All right, so that's Friday. But then you have something really fun happening kind of all week and the weekend.
We do, from October 3rd through 8th, and there are many different opportunities to sign up. We are having the Case of the Taken Turtle escape room. It is a classroom themed, but cute. Anybody would enjoy coming. It's for all ages. There is a charge for the escape room, and it's $40 per group, and the group can be up to 6 people.
Nice.
1 to 6 people. And it's also held right here in the RFACT.
Perfect.
So it's just down the hall from actually where this room is located. And it should be lots of fun. We already had beta testing with a group of high school future teachers yesterday.
Oh, what a great idea.
And they had lots of fun. And then we have another group that's going to be testing it again just to make sure that all of us, the Case of the Taken Turtle.
Oh, he's
it's
taken.
The classroom pet. So, yes, that's
cute.
That's the focus of the escape room.
So fun. And it's actually a fundraiser as well,
It
right?
is. It's a fundraiser for our student Missouri State Teacher Association group on campus, and they've been doing a lot of work. We've had support from the computer office also, and from David Robarts, who's helped the team to come up with the puzzles and to put it together.
Great.
So it'll be great. And there is a QR code that's being publicized on social media. You could also call the university to sign up, but there are the different times that are open are shown in a sign up Genus link. So that's how you sign up. And then you pay in cash when you come.
Nice. So you can have fun and support some
Right.
local students, which who doesn't want to do that? So that's really all weekend. You said the October 3rd through the 8th. So lots of opportunities for that. And again, that's open to anyone. You don't have to be an education alum.
No, we'd love for anybody in the community to come, any students, group of students, or just group of adults, just anybody who likes escape rooms. Should be a fun twist.
That does sound fun. I'm signing up. Okay. And then on Saturday, October 8th, is kind of your main event, having a lovely brunch.
Yes, that's our main event. We are having a brunch for anybody who shows up, essentially, but we've asked people to sign up ahead of time, so we have an idea of how to plan. But as part of the brunch, we will just have some visiting among graduates, and we will have faculty members here, people from the Teacher Education Committee, former professors.
Nice.
We have quite a nice group of students coming, and we had 3 generous alumni donors send us money to help pay for the event so we can make it extra special.
Yeah. And it's at 10, correct?
Yes.
Right.
And the Roland Fine Arts Center. So really, if you can make it to the Roland Fine Arts Center, you
You're
won't
good.
miss any fun.
That's right.
Which is very convenient.
We're also going to have a special unveiling of our simulation classroom. We've received a grant to make a classroom into one of the classrooms on campus into something that looks just like a classroom that teachers might be walking into to teach. And so they can practice management skills and all different, learn many different things about how a classroom functions in our simulation classroom. So we're going to allow the people in the brunch to come and to see it and have pictures of it. So we're excited about that.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool. I may have poked my head in a few times over the summer to watch the progress.
Yeah, it's been great. And we've had a lot of donations that went into it of people who painted, people who made bookcases, a lot of support from our HLGU friends.
That
And Jane,
has been something for 2022.
Do you want to go ahead and share who our donors were? I think it's nice to say who gave us money to support that.
These are all people who went through our education program and are now in other fields. But Pat and Connie Benson at Benson Financial Group, Janelle Lee at Hannibal Realty, and Tara Varner at Varner Insurance in Jeff City.
Lovely.
And they all donated so that we could do something special for the teachers who will be here.
That is really special. So cool.
Yeah, and their contributions will go to things given at the brunch and at trivia night. So
perfect.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, so much fun. And you already mentioned that a few of the members of the class of 1982 might be in attendance. Any other special guests, like past faculty that alumni might be especially excited to see? I mean, Dr. Schafer, you taught.
Yeah, there will be a couple of other faculty members that were in teacher education, and then I think we have some people coming that were in the content areas, like music and English.
Fantastic.
Other professors here.
So really, if you're an HLGU education alum, you really don't want to miss this event.
That's right.
It's going to be so much fun. It's really a reasonable cost. We've tried to keep that down for people. And it's just going to be a really good weekend.
And I think we should mention that we're not going to have a keynote speaker or anything like that. This is just fun, entertaining.
It's more fellowship.
Yeah, fellowship.
Catching up.
And we are going to offer tours if they haven't been on campus for a while.
Excellent.
And we're also the bookstore will be open.
Oh,
so
nice. Yes, I'm wearing my new sweatshirt from the bookstore. They get a lot of my money. That's okay. It could be worse. All right. So there are actually other fun things happening that weekend. If an alum comes from out of town, or even if they live in Hannibal, but coming back to campus, what types of things are also happening that they can kind of tie in with your reunion activities?
Sure. There's always farmers market going on. It's a great place to pick up some good fall vegetables or fruits. There's something called Second Saturday Gallery Night, and it's from 4 to 7. The women's have a volleyball game, and they just had a win recently.
Yeah.
It's on Saturday at 11. So there are lots of opportunities of activities, and they want to work the escape room into that sometimes.
For sure.
So there's many opportunities to participate, and yet many opportunities just to visit with friends.
Or if they bring their families. I mean, if a family doesn't want to come to brunch, they could go to the volleyball game. They could go to farmer's market while the alum is at the brunch and visits with friends, but knows that their family is having a good time. Nice. Okay. So education division has definitely grown since 1858. Are there any advancements or changes that you guys as past chairs are especially proud of or excited about?
I think the simulation classroom is something we've wanted to do for a lot of years. And due to the grant we received from DESE, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, it allowed us to do that, to bring that to fruition. We have 2 new faculty members, not new to HLG, but they just finished their doctorate degrees. So that's been exciting. We have Dr. Courtney Janes and we have Dr. Melanie Smith.
Nice.
And we're blessed to also have Danette Jarman in our full-time faculty, and she was a superintendent in a district, so she brings a lot of experience and wisdom to our secondary program. We're also blessed with several part-time people, so I would just say there are quite a few changes in personnel or changes in the degrees earned, and it just shows how progressive we are in moving forward and giving our students the best education we can.
Perfect. Was there anything from your time as chair, Dr. Schafer?
I think the advancements that we made over the years, just adding content area certification, English, biology, math, PE, all of those, rather than just elementary and early childhood. So, and then when we added the graduate degrees, that was
the
a big
master's
step.
programs, and there's so many different ways people can take that to meet the needs that they really want to meet in education.
Right. We've recently added special education as a degree, a 4-year degree.
Wonderful.
And then we have a new program that helps paraprofessionals to become certified. It's called Pathways for Paras. and it allows them to earn credit for their prior experiences in the schools. They have to spend 2 years, like as a paraprofessional or a teacher's aide, and they can then use that to meet the qualifications of field experience and student teaching.
Wonderful.
So then they don't have to stop teaching to student teach. They don't have to leave their job or leave the classroom. They can work that in. And I mean, they have to work on a contract to show that all of these pieces have fallen into place. But we're really excited to offer that because we have many teachers in our schools who are not certified in the area. And this allows them to take online classes. It's a fully online program, and be able to use what they're doing for college credit. So
clever.
That's just started this fall.
So
it's a brand new program.
Oh, excellent. And if they have questions about this, they can call admissions or contact the actual education division, I'm sure.
Right, or the graduate office, the online office, because the courses are all offered online, or education office. We would love to tell you about it.
Great. All right. Well, as two experts at the table, do you all have any advice for our teaching alumni?
I'll let you start.
Yeah, she's like, just what?
I think just to remind them they're doing hard work, but it's good work, and take care of yourself because the students really need you. It's not a time that teachers are getting a lot of glory or a lot of praise. It's a tough time to be a teacher, but it's so worth it.
Nice.
And I would say, as a Christian teacher, we have, as we pray for our students, we have the opportunity for God to give us insight into the special needs of the students who are in our classrooms, because there are children who do have real struggles and come from home lives that can be very difficult. And so I think that's a big advantage for a Christian in a classroom, to just be able to seek God's will and for God to show them some ways to especially connect with a student or work with a student or highlight what a student's need is. And so just the power of praying for your students, I think, is what I would encourage teachers to do. And be flexible, because you're not going to survive in teaching unless you're flexible.
You've gotten that firsthand, I'm sure, a few times. All right. So just something else that's fun while you're sitting at the table. Do you happen to have like a special HLGU memory that you'd want to share with the audience? It can be funny. It can be sweet.
Well, I think the fire was probably the biggest memory, because so many things changed at that point. That was the first year I taught here.
Oh, gosh.
Hoping I had
Welcome
a job.
to Hannibal the Great.
Wow.
Yeah. But that changed things. But I think the best memory I have over the years are the students. We can think of so many things and activities and events that we were part of, and still see a lot of students on Facebook and in person, and it's special. That's why we're looking forward to Saturday.
Oh, I'm sure you are. It's going to be like a party over there.
Special memories are every time that I get an email from an in-service teacher, a teacher who's teaching now, who just says, that idea that was shared, it worked.
Yeah.
It's like a surprise. Or just the blessing of keeping in contact. Or I have a student that has this problem. Can you help me figure out what to do with them? And those are just special memories to know that they realize we really care about them, and we really care about their success. And awesome. So we continue to invest in them.
So cool. Well, once again, I want to recap. The HLGU Teacher Education Celebration is happening on Friday, October 7th and Saturday, October 8th here on campus. And all of the information can be found on the HLGU website under the calendar or under news and events. So you have 2 spots on the website. It's also very detailed out on the Hannibal LaGrange University Education Division Facebook page. You guys have done a great job of keeping that up. So if you're not following that and you're an education alum, you need to follow that. That's the Hannibal LaGrange University Education Division Facebook page. And we'd love for you and your HLGU classmates to join us. it's going to be a really special weekend that is 40 years in the making. And something we didn't actually talk about was you guys are making a directory so everyone can stay in touch.
Right.
Anyone, whether maybe you live too far away to attend an event, we have a directory and you can just enter your information, and everybody who enters their information is going to get a copy of the directory. It'll
Lovely.
be emailed to them. So then they'll have the information that we've gathered.
Great. So great. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. This has been a pleasure. Anything else I forgot besides?
There's still time to sign up.
There is still time to sign
that's
up.
right.
That's right. You're not too late. Come have fun with us.
Pass the word.
Yes, and please tell your friends. All right. Well, thanks for listening to the Scarlet, Blue, and You podcast. Remember, keep a song in your heart, preferably the HLGU alma mater, and Hannibal LaGrange in your mind.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you.